Updraft. Yo, they're changing updraft. What? Charges decreased from 2 to 1. What? Guys, Valorant just released the new patch 704, and this patch comes with the next act, which we can see here, shipping the patch 704 at the start of next act, which is episode 7, act 2, and agents. Valorant asks you to make tough decisions when interacting with enemy, dodging and timing your moment to take a decision activation, feeling like I had a possibility of making better play if only there were a little faster or smarter. The team had noticed that when you faced the bullet pieces. Okay, let's just skip these parts, they're not important. Focused on increasing game state clarity by making the following adjustments. Reducing the frequency of large area of effect of ultimates, reducing the amount of time utilities active in the world, reducing the HP of shootable utility, and we also have the ultimate cost updates below. Okay, from this point of view, I guess it's agent balance update. I think they're going to nerf a lot of agents. It seems like that. Okay, let's see. Let's check them out. Breach. The Aftershock, which is his C ability, which you can kill enemies with it. Ticks reduced from 3 to 2. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's a bummer. Well, the ticks are that things that when you throw your Aftershock, it's like boom, boom, boom. The ticks are those. And now we have only 2 ticks, which is like boom, boom. The damage increased from 60 per tick to 80 per tick. Wow, that's huge. That's actually a buff, to be honest. Let's say an example. If you want to kill the guy who is planting the spike, we needed only 3 ticks. If 3 ticks, each of them deal 60 damage, it will kill the guy. But right now, Aftershock will have 2 ticks, which each of them have 80 damage, and 2 times 80 is 160, which is more than the overall health of a player. Which means you can kill the planter or anybody with only 2 ticks with the Aftershock, which is, I think, a buff, to be honest. It's really a buff. Rolling Thunder, it's his ultimate. Ultimate points increased from 8 to 9. That makes sense. To be honest, his ultimate is one of the best ultimates in the game. You can retake a side, you can deny diffusing, or you can deny planting. You can kill the enemies really easily if they're just like in the area of your ultimate. 8 to 9. That makes sense for me. Let's head over to Brimstone. The Brimstone, it has only one change. Orbital Strike, which is his ultimate. We call it Open Up the Sky, you know. Ultimate points increased from 7 to 8. Yeah, fair enough. The same thing applies to Brimstone's ultimate. It's one of the best ultimates in the game, and it's a really good ultimate. I think it makes sense for Riot to increase the ultimate points from 7 to 8. Good move, Riot. Next up is Fate. Prowler, her thingies, her animals, which they try to catch you. They follow you. Okay. Time to re-equip gun takes slightly longer after using the ability. Well, if I want to explain that, guys, when we use any abilities, it doesn't matter what agent. When you use the ability, and when we want to equip the gun, it takes a time to equip the gun. And for Fate's Prowler, after you use the Prowler and you want to equip the gun, after this patch, it takes a little bit longer. I think it's not that long, because if it was that long, they would have mentioned the numbers in here, so it's not that long. To be honest, I was expecting more changes for Fate, but anyway, let's head to the next agent, which is Gecko. Gecko Mosh Pit, which is his C ability. The impact area does 10 damage per second before exploding. Wow, that's huge. Right now, when we throw the molly, when you stand on it, there's no damage. You can just simply stand on it. But after this patch, in the new act, if you stand on the molly when it's thrown, you will get 10 damage per second. Yeah, that's very huge, to be honest. It makes his mosh pit very, very useful. Yeah, I think it's a good change, but we should like see it in game. Next up, Wingman. Oh no, bad news, guys. HP reduced from 100 to 80. Yeah, they said that they want to reduce the HP of and abilities in the game. That's a bummer, to be honest. Wingman is the best ability in the game. No jokes, but Yeah, Wingman is a really good ability. It stuns the enemy, it plants the spike, it diffuses the spike. What do you want from an ability? It does everything. Let's head to his ultimate, Trash, his ultimate X. Trash's explosion had a little makeover to make it easier to see and understand the area it has affected, on top of being beautiful. Well, it's not a huge change, it's just like some art and graphical changes. So let's head over to next agent, which is Killjoy. A Lockdown, his ultimate. It's a really good ultimate. Ultimate points increased from 8 to 9. Well, I think it's a good change. Like, you're increasing the ultimate point of most of the agents to balance the game somehow. You might be against me, but I really like these ultimate point changes because we are saying the name ultimate, you know, it should be something unique, not something we use, I don't know, 3 or 4 times each half, you know. It should be something that we use only 1 or 2 times a half. Maybe even 1. I think 1 really makes sense because ultimate, it's called ultimate, man. It's not like a normal ability. So I think these changes are really good. Up to our next agent, my guy Omen. Paranoia. I think it's his flash, right? Yeah, it's his flash. No movement velocity imparted when casting. I don't understand it. What does it mean? Anyway, I don't think it's a big change anyway. So let's head over to our next agent, Sky. Whoa. Okay, Sky has become a keystone of current meta through her blend of recon. Yeah, she's a really good agent right now. And space-taking utility while okay, let's skip this, you know, it's not very important. Guiding Light. Max duration while casting reduced to 2.5. 2 or 2.5 to 2. Yeah, I think that makes sense because the Sky right now is really powerful. They're like nerfing the Sky. Trailblazer, her dog, let's call it dog, wolf, fox, whatever. The players usually call it dog. Trailblazer, HP reduced from 100 to 80. Wow, like a good change, I guess. It wasn't that strong, to be honest, but well, why not? A good change. Seekers, her ultimate, the thingies which follow you and try to find you, you know. Ultimate points increased from 7 to 8. Like other agents, they are increasing the ultimate points. I really like it. Secure health decreased 150 to 120. Well, yeah, like her dog, they decreased the amount of her HP. These changes to Sky, to be honest, that really makes sense because as they said here, Sky is right now a very meta agent and everyone like is picking Sky in their team, at least pro matches. So yeah, these changes really make sense. But to be honest, they're not that huge changes. And I think players will keep playing Sky. But anyway, good changes. And the next agent is, yeah, Sova, okay. I wasn't expecting Sova to be on the list, to be honest. But anyway, Recon Bolt. Total number of scans reduced to 3 from 2. Okay, you know, to be honest, in my opinion, that's not a big deal. But no, it might be a big deal. Guys, as we know, Sova's Recon Bolt is a free ability which we can use it 3 times in each round. It recharges, but right now, after this patch, we can only use it 2 times. Which means that I think they increased the cooldown of it, time of the cooldown. Well, I'm a Sova main, so this one wasn't the good change, Riot. Hell no. Okay, next up, Viper. Viper Spit, her ultimate. Ultimate point increased from 8 to 9. Oh yeah, I like that. You know, Viper's ultimate is really powerful. It's really good for holding a site or retaking a site. It's really powerful. Like, you only need to stay there for 5 minutes and you're just one shot, literally one shot. Like, the guy can kill you with pistol. So yeah, they're increasing the ultimate points for, I think, every ultimate by now. We've noticed a large between Astra and Well and Level Plus. Our goal is to create clear use case for both abilities, gravity, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's head over to the changes. Gravity Well. I think it says, you know, suck thingy that which sucks the enemy inside. Yeah, it should be that. The startup time increased. Why they're increasing it? From 0.6 to 1.5. Wow, what? I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a buff, to be honest. Gravity time duration decreased from 2.75 to 2. Wow. Why are they doing this? Why are they like nerfing Astra? To be honest, right now Omen and Brimstone are much more better smokers, and Viper. They're much better than Astra in my opinion. But still, Astra is a good agent though, but with these changes, like, they're huge changes. Like the time duration, when it decreased the time duration to only 2 seconds. Well, anyway, Nova Pulse, it says stun. The startup time decreased from 1.5 to 1. Yeah, that's good. Like that's a buff here. Decrease the startup time, which takes less time for the stun to happen and stun the enemies, which is good for the Nova Pulse. I like that. Cosmic Divide, her ultimate, or better say Astra's wall. Audio is now blocked completely by the wall rather than muffled. Wow. If you go near to the Astra wall, you can hear what other side are doing, but not clearly enough to guess what they are doing. But you can hear the plant spot if they're like planting. But right now they're completely blocking any sound coming from the other side of the wall, which is, I think, awesome. Which is something that makes her ultimate unique, and I really like it. Thumbs up, Riot. Next up, Jett. Wow, are we going to see some nerfs? Oh, I'm really hyped. Wow. Okay, since the last time we released changes to Jett, she continued to be a mainstay both of competitive and professional play. Yeah, Jett is always a good agent. I really don't know why, but she always is a good agent. Yeah, I know why. Because of her dash, her updraft, which gives you the flexibility and mobility. Yeah, that's the reason. And her smokes and her ultimate, which you can ace. Not anymore, but anyway. Okay, like these are craps, so let's read the changes. Tailwind, her dash, guys. Tailwind is her dash. Dash window decreased from 12 seconds to 7.5. By dash window, guys, they mean the timer that when you equip dash, the timer pops up. And the timer used to be 12 seconds, but right now, after this patch, it's going to be 7.5 seconds. I think that's a good nerf for Jett mains. Let's read it. At 12 seconds, Jett could often find value activating her dash without clear intention or make incorrect holds, but still have time to find another use for the dash. Shortening this window pushes Jett to be more deliberate with her calls and reduce Tailwind's power at defensive holding angles, while minimally impacting her ability to proactively use the dash to break onto a site. Yeah, well, we can still use it to push a site, to go into a site with your dash, and as they said, they reduce the power of it to hold an angle in defensive side or in attacker side. Like when you're holding an angle with your dash, you have only 7.5 seconds. Activation wind up increased from 7.5 to 1 second. Wow. Even, guys, it might be only 0.25 seconds, but still, it's a lot for a Jett dash, Now it takes 1 second for the dash to activate. That's really huge. Increasing Tailwind's wind up should promote proactive use by reducing Jett's ability to activate it. Yeah. Well, I'm not a Jett main, and I really don't enjoy playing Jett. I really don't know why, but the majority of players, they main Jett and they enjoy playing with it. But that doesn't apply to me personally. For me, reading these changes is really enjoying. I'm really enjoying this nerf. Come on, Riot, show me more. Okay, we have more. Okay, we have more. Cloudburst, see? Cloudburst, come on. Cloudburst is the smoke, I guess. Duration decreased from 4.5 to 2.5. Oh my goodness. Wow. The amount of time her smoke is up is right now, after the patch, is going to be 2.5 seconds. Wow. From 4.5. They literally decreased it 2 seconds. That's really huge, man. Back then, I guess it used to be 7 or 6 seconds, then they reduced it to 4.5, and right now they're reducing it to 2.5, which is I'm really enjoying it. Oh, it's awesome. Time to requip gun takes slightly longer after using the ability. Yeah, in Jett, when you use the smoke, you really quickly switch to gun. And by this thing they're doing, well, it really makes sense. Right now it takes a little bit longer to switch to your gun after you use your smoke. Okay, let's head to our next ability, Updraft. Yo, they're changing Updraft. What? Charges decreased from 2 to 1. What? That's really huge. What? No way. Am I awake? Am I dreaming? Guys, that's really huge. You're reducing the amount of updraft from 2 to 1. With 2 updrafts, we've seen moments when Jett escapes situations when they have been tactically outplayed. But Come on, by throwing enemies off, relying up refs on predictable movement, we have to reduce the... Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Guys, do you know what does it mean? It means that no more ultimate updraft at the beginning of the round. For example, in Ascent Site A, in Ascent Site A, if the Jett goes on the top of the generator and the rounds start, she can double updraft, ultimate, and kill at least one person if the guy is going to push A. That's basically a free kill if you have the mechanic and the aim to kill that guy. That's basically a free kill in pro players or even in competitive. Right now, you have only one updraft, which means you can't do that anymore. So bye-bye ultimate updrafts. I really can't believe my eyes. Jett has only one updraft. That's huge. Oh, wow, I really don't know what to say. Rest in peace, Jett mains. I'm really eager to see that if the pick rate of the Jett decreases or not, which in my opinion, based on these changes until here, we have her ultimate too. Based on these changes until here, they changed all of her abilities. They nerfed all of her abilities. So based on these changes, I think we're going to see players picking Jett less. They're not going, like, Jett is not going out of meta. She's always in the meta and she's always one of the best agents. But with these changes, we're going to see a drop in her rate of picking, I'm sure of it. And the last change for poor Jett and poor Jett mains, Blade Storm, which is her ultimate. Ultimate points increased from 7 to 8. Well, in my opinion, this wasn't necessary because her ultimate is not that powerful as it was back then anymore, but they changed all the ultimate orbs. Well, this one also makes sense if they change it. And yeah, we are done. Wow, we had many ups and downs, especially in the last part. Well guys, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe my channel for more content in future. My name is Kip, and I wish you a great day. See you in my next video.